Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
What's good? This is episode 183 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Yeah.
I am your anti-social host, Stutter McFly, back again with these two guys.
It's your boy Molito the Grouch.
Oh, I'm Spitzless Ellis.
Why you not spitting?
Spitzless, the deed's done.
My man shooting blinks.
Shout out to Des that couldn't be here today.
Shout out to that.
Yes.
The motherfucking diva.
Yeah, happy belated.
Happy belated birthday. The big 4-0. Shit.
We're doing them dances.
All she ain't gonna be no more twerking. It's just 2 steps and cha-cha.
The icy hot after.
Yes. Oh, that's
And
funny.
the slight movements, your pops, and then
Oh, she 40. She 40, and so no, you know that also means she got that extra support bra now because she got extra back pain now. The back pain went up a level.
I thought that was just called a back brace.
She gotta have that bra with that thick ass, thick ass support in the back of.
it's all love.
Cause her back be hurting because she old. That's the joke.
It's all love. How are your weeks?
Shit, better. Getting over this sickness. Just got trying to get rid of this cough. Yeah, man. I mean, nothing but good positive vibes. You know, I have the daunting reality of going back to normal.
You looking forward to that first day back at that one place?
No, I'm really not. But it must be done. So what must be done will be done.
So
I'm just picturing you walking in like, hey guys, hey, what's up? How you doing?
No, I already said when I go back, man, I'm gonna be a different person. I kept receipts.
Damn.
I ain't talking to nobody that didn't talk to me.
Oh, that's fair.
So you're like Patrick when he got back from the Navy. As far as,
Fuck everybody.
He took that's he had to cut off a lot
I'm
of
dead serious.
people.
Motherfucker gonna ask me questions. I'm gonna just look at him
a
like
lot of people. I remember being out there where he's like, "Oh, so y'all niggas just don't think I'm alive? Y'all think I just went to die?"
You know what? That Patrick story is funny as shit to me because my cousin was like that. And like I was, but she had email, so I was emailing her, and like he would email back and forth when she could, and she was like, "Not many people email me, cuz would you email? I appreciate that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, nigga, I just quick little respond like, but that shit meant a lot." Yeah, so I understand. Like,
yeah,
I told you only like a few people. Stutter was one. Was like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?"
yeah,
it's different.
Even well, last time she went, she was in over in Thailand last year. Damn, I don't think I can tell her. Well, no, they don't know who she is. Yeah, she was over in Thailand last year, and she would call us when she could and shit. You know, she even well, that's the part I didn't like. She bought my wife them fucking Starbucks cup that was only in Thailand, so my wife was happy.
I'm just fucked up if you got like a phone call 5 minutes from now.
What?
Like you wasn't supposed to say shit.
Oh no, yeah.
God damn, they watching?
There's some parts of Thailand you gotta not speak of.
Oh,
it's like Vegas. That shit stays.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure she wasn't partaking in none of that. Cause she get bitches.
Yeah, there's some people that thought they was getting bitches and it was Steve.
Bangkok and Bangkok.
No, she get bitches.
This guy's name was Terry.
I'm Lady Boy. My bad. Kevin, your week. Fuck, I don't know how we got here.
Oh, shit. My week's good. My week's much better. My balls is a little more rested. They were sore for a while, a little swollen. But it's cool. We're good. We're back in action. back in action.
You said that shit. I thought about that episode of Fear Factor when they slapped the bull nuts on the table.
Oh, you know what's funny? I ain't never had this happen. When a dude was doing that shit, he just farted. Like, I was sitting there, and I'm just laying back, and it's just like, and I was like, is this? And he's just like, well, oh, excuse me. Like, see what the fuck? Your ass is right here. Like, I can't move. I was like, what the fuck?
That's a saw.
I was just like mad though, because he like paused in the excuse me, because he was like, oh, I guess excuse me.
Did he know that crimes with chemical weapons are a federal offense?
I was like, damn. Fool held me hostage. Other than that, good. Been good.
That's what's up.
Getting ready.
McFly?
I'm trying so hard not to laugh. Because I wouldn't make it through this episode if I laughed, because this cough got me fucked up, and the few times that I've laughed this week, I've almost died. And I'm getting over being sick as well. That shit snuck up on me and then just fucked me up. So
snuck up on you like fucking alimony payments and shit.
Yeah, just
child support.
That fucking respiratory shit ain't no joke. Yeah, other than that, I've been at work and staying under the radar and dealing with shit at home.
So life been lifing.
Yeah. We'll get to some of that in the topics. Some of the way life's been lifing. But yeah, other than that, getting ready to. I was trying to work on some music till I got sick. So
the voice change might you might have like a Kanye moment. You know what I mean? Like going there rap with an extra raspy voice and shit.
I mean, the way I rap, I probably wouldn't have a voice for long.
Yes, I don't think he went.
So, I guess we'll get to the shenanigans.
If you let a nigga shenan one time, he gonna shenan again. I said that for Wendell.
For shizzle. So this first episode, all right, we already know what it is. But what's understood don't gotta be explained, right? So I had a coworker. He was talking to some coworkers who are of a lighter complexion, and he has some melanin in his skin, and he used me as an example to make a point to them. And I was happy to be walking past, and he said, "Hey, so Andy, do you go camping?" And I just looked at him, and they chuckled. They didn't understand, and then he asked me again. He was like, "No, seriously, Andy, do you go camping?" And I just stared at him. I didn't say shit. Because he knew. I was like, why the fuck would you ask a question and you already know the fucking answer to? So another one of our coworkers goes, I don't get the joke. I said, you wouldn't. So that was the whole point of these questions. They're curated by the understanding of certain things we just understand, and you don't have to explain them.
Radio Raheem.
For shizzle.
Who's
so
that? I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
It is very understood in passing, even when you don't know one another. The nod.
The head nod.
Why is the nod such a universal form of acknowledgement among Black people, and what does it signify?
I don't probably do the nod. I think I do though.
That's a nod.
That's the nod, nigga.
Yeah, but I figured you're just talking about the something, nigga.
I think it works either way.
Something, nigga.
I think the direction of the nod depends on who you're nodding.
Nah, I give everybody the. If you get some niggas who be like, well, I'm gonna give them the. How you doing? I don't know. I do it to everybody. I think I'm more prone to do it to niggas when I see them. Just, hey, what's up? How you doing, nigga?
You know, I don't nod everybody. I'm a nigga for real.
Oh, you just
I only nod to Black people.
See, yeah.
I'll chuck the deuce to people I know.
You just ignore the other people in the crowd too, huh?
How you doing?
Oh, you'll say huh? Okay.
How you doing?
But you'll do the
what's up, brother? That's it. They looking at me. How you doing? It's kind of like Key and Peele, the skit. But the nod is just something like I mean, I'm not quite positive of the history, but I'm pretty sure it's something of where it was just something subtle that black people did to acknowledge that I see you. And if some shit pop off,
I feel like it's more unthreatening.
It's not threatening.
No, I'm saying where it's like, hey, everything's cool, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, we good.
Because there's some niggas where you're like, oh, this nigga just staring at me like, nah, nigga.
No, but you see, the thing is, Kevin, to that point, in some situations, the nod can be threatening. Like, what's up, nigga? like what it is.
Depending on how it goes.
Yeah, depending on the body language behind the nod.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because if them shoulders get tense and them fists get ball, So I mean, it's like most things. Black culture have multiple meanings.
So it's a temperature check sometimes.
Yeah. It really depends on the context on how the body language was displayed or the word was said. Like
the waddle.
Yeah, it mattered. But I think originally it was like, hey man, like okay, I see you, black man.
That's why I tend to do this because it's hard to confuse that. Like that nigga don't mean he don't want no problems.
I only really
that's hard to confuse that one.
I only really do not head up to young niggas.
See, I was about to.
The older dudes, older black guy, I nod down. What's up, player? How you doing, sir?
See, what's
up, OG?
I will say in the setting now that it is different depending on the generations you deal with. Because there's a young dude at the front desk of my gym. I gave him the head nod, and the nigga gave me the salute, and I was mid stride out the door.
He was like,
wait, what salute?
He went.
Oh,
I said,
shit.
Well, you went hard, brother.
Yeah, like I.
You know the Wakanda? For sure.
I just didn't know what to do in the situation because I was like, fuck, like I'm mid stride about to get the fuck out of here, and he hit me with the salute. I was like, oh.
Can I ask you, is they're going too far sometimes? Because I've had that where it's uncomfortable sometimes, and it shouldn't be. Where you're like, "What's up?" or like, "Hey," and they're like, "Hey, what's up, black man?" You're like, "Nigga, like I'm just like trying to be subtle." Just
you talking about the time where you're like, I'm just here to acknowledge you.
Don't walk across the motherfucker.
Yeah, like that. This was not an invitation to a whole conversation. Like I still gotta see. God damn it, Kevin.
Because that do be happening because.
So now this is a black guy at the gym. I've been seeing this nigga every day for like the last 5 months. And I guess recently, like, he saw me in the gym, and then I guess his kids started going to my kid's school. So then he saw me at the school. And now, since he seen me in two places, now the nigga want to talk to me like we friends. And I'm like, what's up? Oh, I'm cool with you, bro, but I'm not finna stop in the middle of my workout and have a whole conversation with you about the school our kids go to. Nigga, like I'll see you at the school today. Like, we can talk about that then. But I think, I do think the whole I think it's like a camaraderie thing. Like, it's like, let's stick together in case, these other want to show out. At least I know I got somebody to go back to back with.
Especially in the suburbs, I noticed. Like, when you're in a predominantly Caucasian area, and then you just happen to see another black person, you just kind of give the understanding, like,
because it was.
I'll be like, look, nigga, you better follow me, or you gonna stay your ass in here.
Because I felt like even with the gentleman at the gym, man, when he was asking questions about the school, but I could tell that his legitimate concern was, is my child safe here? Is it gonna be some bullshit I gotta look out for? And I was like, nah, man, we've been cool. We had pretty much a good experience. So, nothing out of the order. Like the teachers, he was like, my main concern is my son going to be safe, because I guess he moved his son from private school to the public school. So he was like, is he going to be safe? And I was like, man, as safe as he was in a private school. I mean, you got, there's different type of people all around, but I do think the nod, it just comes from, hey man, I see you, I got you. And if some shit pop off, nigga, I got your back, you got my back type shit.
Have I told you guys a story of the kid I saw in Raising Cane's?
Refresh.
I think you did, but go ahead, say it again.
So I went in there to get the kid something to eat from Raising Cane's, and there was a black dude in there.
Was he working or eating?
He was eating, but he was passing through, I thought. So I saw him, I was like, what's up, man? He just gave me a look. He's like, he kind of quick, I see you. And I went to go get my kids drinks, and he walked up to a white woman, or rather the white woman walked up to him, and he looked over at me and was like, "Don't judge me, nigga." Like that was the. And I was like, "Oh, so you got you a snow bunny?" Like,
he thought you was Dr. Umar?
Yeah, like
He felt guilty.
Yes,
feel black.
Yeah, he gave me the "Don't judge me, nigga," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Black queens forever.
I mean, sure, go for it.
So
there is no saving you. You're a lost cause. Dr. Umar be going, that nigga.
So in that instance, I realized that it went from I realized that quick nod was to get the fuck out of there, but when he realized there was nothing else he could do, he gave me the "Don't judge me, nigga."
But my thing is, why don't be that? If that's what you love, why are you?
I don't give a fuck about it. But I'm saying, I realized the awkwardness that he was giving me had everything to do based on who he's there with.
Some people can be very judgmental about shit like that. You know,
that's dope. Hey,
I said more power to him.
You know, but again, I mean, I'm you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. But now I understood why he was awkward, and I don't get why you're awkward, but then I was like, oh, okay.
Should have tapped him on the shoulder like, you're all right, bud.
Yeah.
Was your kids with you?
No, I was by myself.
Oh, I'll say, because if you would have saw the kids, he'd be like, oh, he's fine.
Oh. I don't know. Their melanin's getting a little darker.
Yeah, it's going to be a trip when they hit a large.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a trip.
I call him Little Rob Schneider.
Wait, when you sent me that shit, said he looked like
the animal, yeah.
I was dying laughing because The Animal's my baby sister. That's one of her favorite movies. We seen that shit so I was crying laughing.
So every time I see him, that's a Little Rob Schneider right there. So
we're not talking about Rob Schneider from Waterboy. We're talking about Deuce Bigelow.
Deuce Bigelow, the animal, hair fucking wild.
Oh, you mean that's a huge bitch?
So, all right, I got one more story where the head nod, because you sparked it. It was at the gym. It was this light-skinned kid that was really trying to prove to me that he was black.
I can't stand niggas like that.
He was light-skinned as shit, but like you could see in the texture of his hair, but everywhere else he looked white. Like he could pass for white till you saw his hair. He was like, oh, it didn't work there. Okay. So I'm playing basketball in the gym, and I glance over, and the kid's shooting around the other side. And he gives me the head, and I said, "Hey, what's up?" He runs over to me. He goes, "Hey, what's up, brother?" I said,
he just say nigga?
No, he said, "What's up, brother?" Like he put the emphasis on brother, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?" He's like, I know you look at my skin and you think white devil, but no, I'm black just like you. I said, "Yeah." So he goes, "Hey, man, I'm trying to play a one-on-one game. You down?" I said, "Cool." He was like, it's a quick game. I'm just trying to warm up for my workout. Let's just play the 6. I go, okay. All right. So we play the 6, and like he's sagging off of me. He looks at my size. He sags off of me. I hit a jump shot real quick. He goes, "Okay, nice jump. You got a nice jimmy on you. Okay, pause." So he gives me another shot. I dribble a couple times. I pull up again. He goes, "Oh, okay." It's at this point. It's already it's 4-0, and we're going to 6. He does it one more time. He still guard me. He realized I'm gonna pull up again. Now he's respecting the shot. I pull up again, 6-0. He goes, "All right, man, I'm about to go get to my workout, brother. I appreciate you." But that was one instance where he was really trying to prove to me I was like, bro, like
that shit. I told you that almost backfired me in jail. That shit was almost bad. I was like, nigga, get the fuck away from me. It's like me and one other nigga in this cell. And like, we kind of made like little eye contact, like, "What's up, nigga?" And he was like, "Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we got to stick together against all these Mexicans." And I was like, "Nigga, I'm not with you." No.
Yeah, get me fucked up. You by yourself.
Hold on, your story is fucking hilarious because I don't know if you noticed, but Friday, Logic dropped the EP. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a chance. And 30 seconds into the first track, the nigga say, "I am biracial," and I said, click.
Yeah. Feel like we know by now. Like,
He really be doubling down on that shit too. Like,
I said, let me go see what Buster talking about.
He be tripping. My dad smoked crack.
I was like, all right. My mama hated her own children.
yeah.
I said for a motherfucker who swear up and down and let you know that he black every chance he get, he still don't say nigga.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he does.
I've never heard him say it in a song.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does?
Yes.
Is it awkward?
No, he just really tries to put an emphasis like, I'm black.
It rolls off. But
Yeah.
when he says it in public, like just says it, it sounds weird.
On a song, yeah, I've heard him say, you like, all right, man, we get it.
I'm just like, nigga, why? Like, come on, bro. Like,
I am not a Logic fan.
I said, look here, man. I'll be trying to support you, Logic, but at this point,
I don't.
At this point, I'm on Joe Budden's side. Nigga, just shut up.
I was until they just kept doing that. Where you're like, damn, man, like,
Just shut
okay, we got it.
You know what song pissed me off?
Execution?
The
No,
1-800.
the Caterpillar remix.
Oh, I don't know the name of most of the songs.
Eminem shit.
Yeah, where like it was like, oh, there's an extra version of Caterpillar that we left as a bonus song. And I said, I see why this shit was extra. Because when you hear it, like at some point he goes on a whole fucking rant. He stops rapping and he goes, "Yeah, bro, like you're so black." I was like, "Nigga, shut the fuck up!" Like,
I really I fuck with the Super Mario song. Shit, the song he got to that beat and Black Superman. I mean Black Spider-Man. That's my two favorite Logic songs. Everything else is kind of like,
you know what song I fuck with? What's the song with him and Eminem?
I don't remember.
Is it Homicide?
Homicide? I think so. Yeah.
I skim all the way to Eminem's verse. Anyway, so let's go ahead and go into the next question. It's code switching. How do black people or black individuals navigate code switching in a professional and social setting?
I mean, I think it used to be a must. I don't think it's a must no more.
And why is it rarely explicitly taught? Like where we understand.
Oh, we understand that. I think black people, for the most part, understand that you got to speak a certain way because we're initially labeled as aggressive or loud just by our demeanor.
Because
and assertiveness.
Because I will say, if our coworker asked me that in public, outside of work, I would have responded completely different. Yeah. But when I was at work, I was like, "Bruh."
So, and I feel like we code switch to not be labeled a stereotype.
Yeah,
that's not. I think I do more a level of professionalism.
I don't give a fuck about
nigga. Please, you ain't trying to get fired nowhere.
that's factual.
Like, and sometimes it's important too because I think you don't want to do certain things that have motherfuckers be too comfortable.
Yeah.
To where they think, I'm a nigga with you. It's like,
nah.
Well, you been talking to me like you talk to your other friends. Like,
nah.
Shout out to Tom Bach.
Yeah. I thought about that shit too. Yeah.
Because that gets tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what it is also is like, it's a level of culture understood between other black people. That's why we talk among each other a certain way, then we and then talk different. We may use the same words and we may describe things the same way, but there's a different level of swag, different level of confidence, different level of emphasis on certain words when we're talking to other black people.
I agree. Would that mean we're chameleons?
Yes, we are. We have to be.
Yeah. Because now it makes me feel fake as fuck when I say it aloud.
Not fake.
No, because like I think about it.
But it's a survival tactic.
I get that. I'm talking about there's level of degrees I talk to different black people at work.
Yeah.
But like, so if it's me and you, we're going to talk open and honest. Yeah. But like, if it's somebody else, I'll be like, no, you're getting this much of this. And if I have to be a whole different person to navigate through that goddamn conversation, I'm going to.
I think
you know who code switched the best? Tucker. That nigga code switch on the fly.
I'm confused. I don't know the day. Some days he's black, some days he's not. And I'm afraid to ask the question. I'm like, so is today the day that we can say
that
nigga to you?
That nigga, he can write a course on code switching.
Shout out to
Mark. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't think it's just us though, because there's
I definitely think that there's a white version of code switching.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because
I definitely think.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact there's a Hispanic version of code switching.
100%.
So, you know,
Because
I think I also think like people kind of like assimilate to the communication style of the group they're in the moment also.
that's why I want to keep code switching, because I don't want it to get too comfy with everybody just being like, hey, man, is this how you talk at home? Because I'd rather you just not talk to me like that. You could possibly not.
Look, I tell a lot of people, look, I'm quite aware that you probably say nigga at home, but if you're not black, don't say nigga to me because we're going to have a problem.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck you rapping a song, singing. Don't say nigga.
There's some jokes too, though.
You ever think about?
There's some jokes that I think that are told when they're like, "Oh, none of our black friends are here." Like, hell yeah, let it
I
fly.
think when me and Des were at the show, and there was a group. I want to say it was when Dukes got there. There were us Dukes were chilling, and there's some young cats that walked up on all of us. And Des was like, when did these niggas start getting cool saying the word nigga? Like,
see, I would have said something.
And I was like, but
I'm like, I'm gonna exit stage right before I slap all y'all motherfuckers.
There's some very loose But yeah, I lost my train of thought. Oh, we're talking about a particular coworker.
Yeah.
I get confused around that nigga, so I keep it a certain. Because as you know, we've had a history where it's like, I don't know what is going to set.
I don't give a fuck what he identify in the moment. That nigga, he a nigga to me.
I just know I don't want to cause no problems, so I keep it a certain energy the whole time.
Does he get angry or something?
Huh?
Does he get angry or something, or is he like he just all the way in on?
I'll let you explain that shit. All right.
All I'm gonna say is that he is who he is. I accept him for who he is, and to me, he always gonna be a nigga.
I'll accept that because I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
He gave you a political answer.
He's like a heavy switcher.
It's to a point where we bumped heads over not realizing what in the moment what the fuck was going on, because I guess it mattered more in the moment for him, and it was like, oh, okay, I just won't go there anymore.
So he goes from like nigga to Karen. He'd be like Jerome or Karen.
Sometimes he's like, I ain't trying to get involved, y'all. You gonna get involved, I'm gonna fuck you up. I will knock your ass out.
He just deep. Anyway, let's go ahead and move the fuck on. Hair culture. What makes discussions around black hair so nuanced? From protective styles to the politics of good hair.
I don't think I can comment on this.
Why?
I ain't got no hair.
You've had it at some time.
In your face.
And your hair in your face, like as far as keeping it, the grooming of it.
I ain't had hair since I was fucking 28.
You ever had a nigga attempt to try to touch your hair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I went to
let me tell you. Oh, so now you done pissed me off. Look here.
You know what school I went to?
Look here. I don't know if they listen. They probably don't listen. To you motherfucking gymnastics mothers that keep touching my daughter hair, I'm going to fuck you up. Okay? Stop touching my baby hair. All right? Stop that shit. To you random women out here touching my daughter hair because, oh, it's so... Stop touching my baby hair. All right? My daughter is not a fucking pet. She is not something to be oogled after. She is not to be... Nigga, stop touching my daughter hair. I mean that shit.
Facts.
I mean, cool, but they ain't listening, nigga. That ain't our team.
Every time
you're gonna see them, and 2 Saturdays from now, they're gonna do the same shit.
Every time that they're like, because we had a couple of like, hey, no, you cannot touch her hair. Don't touch her.
That would be dope if they were listening, though.
Don't
like, hey, I heard you. Sorry, I didn't know.
Don't touch her. But here's the real issue.
Don't that come from like a lack of knowledge to that too, though?
I think so. I think the biggest issue people have with black hair, non-black people having black hair, is that I feel like black people are the one, especially black women, are chameleons with their hair. They're able to do so many things with their hair. They can have it. They can rock it straight. They can rock it curly. They can rock the afro, and they can do it with such ease. And then on top of that, look good in every style.
So what you're saying is that they have style. And a lot of times these other cultures don't have style.
They don't.
I won't say.
I mean, I don't want to sound like that guy, but let's be real, nigga. That the world copies our culture. Let's just call it what it is. They copy us. they off brand, nigga. They off brand. Like these niggas are the great value of black.
I mean, okay. Because I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Some of the hair things is like, nah, don't do that. So it's like I'm glad they got their own hairstyle, like the little bobs and shit. Because like when I see,
no, I agree. Now there's certain hairstyles I don't like at all. I'm not even.
No, I just rather them wear that than
us.
You know, like,
I get that too.
Hey,
you know,
we can't.
I'm not a big fan, and my wife knows this. I'm not a big fan of box braids. I don't like them. I don't like those. That's not box braids. I'm talking about like the individual braids. I'm not a big fan of that. Like cornrows, shit like that. I'm a fan of shit like that. There's just certain like, you know what? And then getting older, which is really weird because I never thought I'd get here now. But when I see a black woman with some finger waves, I'll be like, that shit slapping. That shit, especially when she got
That's
the.
funny.
What
is the finger wave? Wow.
The finger wave shortcut? Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah, I like that shit.
97.
Yeah, with the little curls and shit. Yeah, I like that shit. I said, God damn. Y'all know how I feel about black women.
I think they don't know about anything with our hair because we.
They definitely don't know.
They don't know anything.
They don't know the process.
I could wake up and not do nothing with it. And they're like, yeah, it looks fine. And I'm like, no, then you get around niggas, they're like,
nigga, did you brush your hair today?
So
what you doing?
You okay? You struggling? Going through it?
Also, the concept of like, it's like, it takes a lot to maintain black hair. So when I see somebody with their hair, like I understand like the concept of what it took to maintain.
I'm getting triggered.
What happened? You forgot something?
No, I'm thinking about because there's been a few instances at work where I'm like we have all the coworkers of the other races, like my process, nigga. I'll take my hair out.
Yeah.
I let it breathe for a couple of days. So first it'll be like the natural braids out, curl. Then I straighten it. And I got the fucking coworkers, oh my God, why are you wearing your hair like that? And I'm like, nigga, like, how many times have you seen me get my hair braided? How many times have you seen me with an afro? How many times have you seen, what the fuck are you worried about why my hair looks like, and it annoys. And then it's funny is like in passing, you have the other black, like shout out to Deshaun, he'll be like, these niggas don't know about that. Like, he'll say it, he'll be like, oh, you getting it braided, huh? He's like, yeah, these niggas don't know about that because they understand.
You gotta let it breathe.
Yeah, because your hair, you're doing not damage to your hair, but it is putting stress on your scalp each time you do something to your hair. So it's like when people constantly keep asking the same question, it gets annoying.
They don't know. And the whole thing is like for black people, from my understanding, most like black braids is a protective hairstyle.
Yeah,
it's something that you do to protect your hair, and while you allow it to repair itself and grow. But at the same time, like you're saying, you can't have your hair like that for an extended period of time. You got to let that scalp breathe.
Yeah,
you got to bend that ass over.
But our other homies and amigos don't know.
They don't
know that.
They don't.
And they keep asking because they're like, I forgot.
And then shout out to LaShonda, our coworker.
Man, fuck LaShonda.
Damn.
I put one of our coworkers on game to my braider. Shout out to Barbara Jess. And I I sent a coworker to go get his hair braided by her. So LaShonda goes, because of your ass, this nigga think he black. I said, what?
Wait, but wasn't he black? You talking about Will? Oh, I thought you talking about Will.
Nah, he's a Hispanic driver, but he keeps his hair long. So like, LaShonda one day caught me in passing. It was like, just because of your ass, this nigga think he black. Because he'll like walk around like when he get his hair braided, he be feeling
that swag.
Yeah. And she gave me that look. I said, "What the fuck you want me to say?" Like,
I just told y'all, man. We the standard. Everybody else is great value.
Depends on who you. That's the shitty part. But yeah, fuck it. Why be mad? Let that nigga be.
If he feel the swag, he got the swag. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, she mad because her edges don't grow.
I'm not in that one. I'm not in that one. I'll never talk about a black woman's hair.
I don't know this young lady, so
She ain't young.
oh shit. Here we go.
She gonna be young enough to try to put a 2-piece on somebody. I'm not.
Me and Charlotte, we got a love-hate relationship.
Oh, you sound like you got 2-piece waiting. Hey,
What's up, Reese? Welcome back. So
I don't know if Henry tell her what I said. She might text me. Or pull up. She know where I live.
yeah, she do. So the next topic, snitching, the taboo.
Oh.
What are the historical and cultural roots behind the no snitching principle in our black community?
I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm snitching.
I'm telling on you in a
I'm
heartbeat.
snitching, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Like
we can't.
Don't do no shit in front of me.
We can't snitch. We ain't snitching. We ain't in the criminal activity.
I don't give a fuck.
Don't do it in front of me.
If I'm in any situation, like
he did it.
Remember when I told you I got the Pookie plate, and that situation felt real. Like I was in the too high of a tax bracket to be in that situation.
I'm snitching.
Nigga, if something happened, I'm snitching on everybody in this motherfucker.
But that's not snitching. That's what I say. I'm like, you guys is law-abiding citizens. If you were in the criminal activity with them, and you start telling you like, he's snitching.
If a fucking cop came through that door, I'd be like, that nigga did it. He did it.
My policy
telling on you.
my policy is I'm not gonna go out my way to snitch.
But
if I'm approached,
if I'm put in a position,
sorry. No, I might go out of my way. I might just look at that and be like, nah, nigga.
Before there's any misunderstandings, that nigga did it. He did it. I came here for a motherfucking macaroni and chicken plate.
This is
that nigga did it
real fast.
See, for your Pookie plate, nigga, I would have walked right out. I said it ain't worth it.
It was worth it.
But man, no, it ain't for me.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, I'm good.
I already invested too much time. I couldn't walk away. I told you that after the fact. I said, dude, if he gets a restaurant.
Because when you told me, I said, wait, you were here? And you had to do. I said, nah, nigga, this is too many red flags.
It felt like a drug transaction. I won't lie.
It's too many red flags to get to the end result. I said, I'm good.
That shit was fire though. You know it was fire when I contemplated it in the bite. I was like,
was it worth it? Yeah, it was.
It was like I was like, would I do it again? I took a bite and I was like, nah, I won't do it. I wouldn't do it again. But I said, if he ever has a fucking restaurant, I'll go to that motherfucker.
Get a food truck, pop up.
That shit was fire. Get you a Pookie plate.
No. It's a bad neighborhood.
No, it wasn't. Fucking right across from.
The neighborhood's not bad. The environment.
The environment was bad.
It was the food is bad.
It was off from Marino Beach at the Walmart.
On the inside.
It was the nice apartments across the way.
You know how
and they
it was just
their
good.
apartment was like, damn.
You know, you know the old series on Showtime series Weeds.
Yeah,
how they had the grow houses in the suburbs.
They had a felony in every closet.
Yeah.
But my heart always goes out to that Middle Eastern kid that showed up for a Pookie plate, and when he opened the door,
he was spooked.
He was spooked, and he looked around and he was like, "I'm here for a Pookie plate," and they was like, "Man, nigga, you in the right place." And
sit your ass down and wait.
He looked terrified. I was like, "Yeah, nigga, I understand this."
Are they still
scenario.
cranking? They still cooking?
Nah, he's focused on his music shit right now. So.
It sounded like it was a snowball situation.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking questions, but like I would have snitched, nigga.
Like Franklin was in the back.
Yeah, I would have snitched. I'm not built for prison life.
Shit,
I just don't think it's snitching. I'm like, I'm not involved with y'all. Like this ain't.
I was here for
the police raided. They be like, hey, what are you doing here? Like,
but the thing is, you ain't got to be involved to witness. I don't want to witness shit because
But say,
don't put me in that situation.
I'm telling.
That's what I'm saying.
Immediately.
So when I am. This is my public service announcement to that community. Don't let me witness nothing because if they come to me, nigga, I'm telling.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing no time for nobody.
Yeah. No, I'm not a criminal. No. I don't deserve to.
I'm just saying.
If they look at me like you snitching, I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not. I don't.
Yeah. No matter what my hair tells you guys, I'm not a criminal in any way. No thugging here.
Yeah. I might tell them before.
Like, Kevin took that picture, my profile picture. I might look like I'm a hardened criminal, nigga. I am not. It was just a good angle, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, moving on. Black joy. Why is the celebration of Black joy so essential, even amidst systematic challenges?
Because we got this far. Shit.
Every time he gives me the solidarity fist, I in the moment I'm like, nigga, I'm defeated, but I like seeing the fist. It makes me feel like
My nigga.
yeah. You get it.
My nigga.
You understand it.
This is a great success story to me.
Yeah.
That's still going.
Shout out to my classmate Mary. She sent me something this morning. It was a LaRussell interview about having 100 pieces of content. Have you seen it?
Yeah. I told my
And she was like, "You guys are doing it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I needed to see this shit this morning."
That nigga said, "Don't complain that you got 100 episodes."
And I said, "We're at 183 today, so."
I said shit to my wife yesterday. I think don't complain. We ain't at 100 episodes.
It's not an easy task, and every
It's
time
not.
somebody comes up to me and goes, "Wow, you guys at how many episodes?"
Do the work, nigga.
And it's consistency, and even with setbacks, we still say, you know what, we're still staying the course. So I love seeing shit like that, and it inspires.
Yeah.
Shout out to LaRussell. Shout out to Mary.
Yeah. I think the Black joy comes from, I think we as Black people understand just how much we had to overcome. So when you see another Black person successful, you see another Black person out there doing good, you like, yeah, I see you.
Every day
You're doing it good.
when I wake up and I see the neighbors that are of just minority,
Yeah.
I look and I say, I know that they don't expect us to be in this neighborhood. Yeah. I feel good. I feel happy.
I'll tell you that. That's the one thing I love about my street, nigga. On my street, the white people are the minority.
I fuck with that.
When they take them up, like, nigga, what you doing over here?
I'll fuck with that. I'll tell you, the people you see in my neighborhood with the toys,
Don't flip it.
they ain't white.
Over here.
Don't become them. You don't become the product.
The people you see with the toys in my neighborhood ain't white. It's everyone else. They be fucking toyed up. They got the fucking ATVs, the fucking boats, the RVs. Fuck, man, and I love seeing it. It inspires me to keep trying to go for it. So it's a beautiful
You gotta
thing.
go camping and do shit like that, though.
What?
That's different. Now you gotta go glamping.
Oh, I thought myself, I'm glamping all day.
Yeah, I'll glamp on my street. It's like, oh yeah, I thought you were going camping right outside, right the fuck outside
In the backyard.
Yeah, like
So when it's time to go to bed, I walk past.
it's like, oh, you got all your camping shit. Yeah, are you moving the RV? Nope, just setting up shop right here. Like, got the grill out. Yep.
This is it. So what is it gonna be?
Yeah, man. So I do think it is very important to have celebration amongst our culture, and I do agree with you, Mo. I think I think it needs to be seen for sure, like because it gives us that understanding that it's possible. It's very possible. So because a lot of times you with the systematic challenges, you start feeling sometimes, especially in the public eye, that they try to make it impossible for us to believe that it is possible. Yeah. So when you see it in person up close, you be like, yes, nigga, I need that. I needed that. So moving on. The respectability politics. How does the concept of being twice as good manifest in daily life? And why is it often left unspoken?
The concept of being twice as good?
Like where they always tell us we have to be twice as good at a job.
Oh, I see what you mean. I think that's more so like this is gonna sound racist as shit. Fuck, I'm gonna say it. I feel like I feel like being born Black, you're labeled a threat, right? And I'm not talking about like just a criminal threat, because I feel like there's a lot of people within the Black community who are not highlighted, that have achieved such a level of success or such a level of education. The list goes on and on. Like if you look at the inventions that wouldn't be here without Black people, the programs, the progress that was made off the backs of Black people, the fact that this very country was built by Black people, even though they didn't want to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and the harsh reality of the situation is that we Black people have been labeled lazy since we stopped working for free. That's just that's the harsh reality.
I think even in our culture, or in our society rather, it's not just Black that we could play that with, as far as our understanding of like shit from the woman's standpoint to just whatever. Like we constantly have to deal with this setback. I mean, us being Black, yeah, we're always set at a disadvantage from get go.
And and it's not just, to me. It's a common understanding amongst Black people and other minorities.
Yeah,
that we can mess up, right? But the consequences of messing up, it's going to take us a lot longer to kind of get back. Like, we're not going to be forgiven as soon or as quick as other cultures. And we understand that there is a pressure of being perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you really have to have that kill or be killed type mentality, because that's what it takes to show your worth in some circles, in some instances. And I think that while I don't think it's right that it's that way, it's just a reality. I am, I do believe that I'm one of the few that subscribes to the notion of, instead of trying to get into their doors, let's just create our own type deal. I understand that that's hard, because history has showed us every time we try to create our own, some people come around and try to tear it down. So, but it's just one of those harsh realities that we do have to be perfect. It's like Remember the Titans. You know what I'm saying? We will be perfect in every aspect of it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And it's like that drive to be perfect, that drive for perfection. I think that's really what pushes a lot of people, especially a lot of Black people. And I do think in some instances we have been better for it. I do think it has kind of forced us to evolve and kind of like understand the playing field a little better.
Huh?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with having to be perfect, because that's nuts, because you can't be. And that's just a no. You might have to be better, but
twice as good.
Well, I mean, that's what's implied with the perfect.
No, I get it.
Nobody's perfect.
It's just, I don't look at it that way, because I'm like,
I
guess I'm more
close.
like, so, nigga, that's what it is. That's the cards we were dealt. What the fuck am I going to do other than do what I got to do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. I mean, if I'm this good at this, if y'all niggas don't want me, I'm sure I'll find another. Because just, I know my skill set from having to do that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it takes a certain level of talent to constantly be dealt a bad spades hand and keep winning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look out for the heavyweight podcast spades tournament.
I won't be there.
I won't be there either. That nigga gonna be so low.
Yeah.
So it was funny is when I thought about the question, it made me think about how when I was growing up, my dad used to always instill this shit. Like he drilled it into me, as far as the understanding of making sure that my school record was clean, as far as like staying on it, as far as, because he's like, they're going to use it against you. Mm-hmm. The moment you have you get into that fight, make sure that fight's worth it, because the moment they have an opportunity to try to use against you, they're going to. So like, I would go through my entire fucking school time thinking what my dad said over and over. So like, when this one kid's fucking with me and I'm thinking, is this the day I just fight? Yeah. And then I start thinking, can I get out of this fucking fight? Because my dad said, if I decide to go down this path, what they're going to try to use against me later on in life, like, hey, but you got fighting on your record. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what if I was standing up for myself is different, but they're not going to give me that.
I mean, with information, I think that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's things that, as I've gotten older and gone through things and been through different, I guess, avenues in like just the workforce, it's like you learn more and more, and then you kind of like learn what is actually possible and stuff. Where like, oh, you're going to try that? Like, okay, so I actually know the rules in this, and I know how this works, this, that, and the third. So we could dance if you want, but this is going to end bad for y'all. Like, it's going to suck because it's going to take our time. But now that I understand how this works, go for it. Play you guys a little dumbass game, but now I know how to solve this.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's almost like we don't know a lot of the shit.
And also, shout out to we touched on it when Afton was here, but shout out to Afton's dad, because at the time they tried to get me expelled from North, but luckily he was like the disciplinary.
Yeah.
So when we went to talk to him, he was like, "Nah, go back to class." Like, but they tried, like, and it was one of them things where he knew it was like he's a black man.
Expulsion on your record is something
Yeah.
different.
And like I asked him one simple question. I said, if they're claiming this about me, where's the proof? And he went, "You're exactly right. Go the fuck back to class."
Yeah.
Like, but it was one of the things in two different instances where he was the one that it came down to him whether or not what would be on my record.
Yeah.
And him being a black man, he was just like, he saw it and he was like, this kid ain't do nothing wrong. But sure enough, in that class, that fucking white teacher looked at me like I was some sort of fucking criminal. Even though I never caused any issue in her class, but it was one of the things where the other kid just happened to be white or white passing, said one thing, so she automatically believed what they said, sent me to Barty's office, and when he asked me the simple layout of what happened, he was like, "They ain't got no evidence, and I've never had you in my office for something that you caused. Go back to class."
It's funny you said that, man, because it's like that's a repeating thing amongst a lot. I could say probably a lot of minorities, not just black people. You'll just say minorities, right? Because I had a couple instances myself where it's like I had one instance where they tried to get me expelled. I didn't get expelled, and I think what saved me from that was did I whoop his ass? Yeah, I whooped his ass. I whooped his ass. Like he had to get his braces redone. I whooped his ass. Yeah. Did he deserve it? Hell yeah. Because I told him, I said, you keep talking about my mom or you can get your ass whooped. He didn't believe me. But I had witnesses that said, yeah, he said what he said. And so, and even like, I remember the whole thing. I remember sitting down from the teacher or the principal. I think I had like, ended up getting like a 5-day suspension or some shit like that. But then I remember his parents trying to press charges and all this other shit. But then once everything came to light, it was like, nah, like this was just like this was two kids going at it, right? And so like, but I remember them trying to like get that on my record so that it would carry along with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember I had another incident where a girl in this is getting in high school, high school, right? You know, like when they used to do those fucking they call them like titty twisters or whatever. She came up and did that shit to me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how would you like it if I did this shit to you? That was my words, right? Motherfucking security guard heard me say that. Now I'm in the office talking about, oh, he's threatening us. I said, so you heard me say this when she actually did it to me, but I'm in here and she's not. So where were you why you weren't here to protect me? And that was a whole other thing. Like they try to label me as I'm out here trying to be inappropriate and, you know, all this shit. And it's like, those are two instances that I can remember instinctively. Like, no, you guys are trying to put this shit against me. Right. But I think what helped me was like, again, the fact that I had people there to witness. They actually had my back and said, no, this is how it happened. This is what happened. And the fact that I was a good student. So it wasn't like I was a problem student. It wasn't like I was always in the office. It wasn't like I was really ever in the office. I think those were only the 2 times I was ever really in the office in high school. But it's like, I did feel like I saw in that moment, like, fuck, I got a target on my back just because I'm out here just living. Like I'm just I'm kicking it. I think we're the second instance we were just in the quad. The other one, I think the first instance, I think we're over by the basketball courts or some shit. But it's like I'm out here just defending myself, and now I'm in trouble for defending myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now I could have hauled off and hit her ass, but I didn't. I probably should have, but I didn't. But you know what I'm saying? No, I shouldn't. No, nigga, nigga, she was a girl, but she wasn't a girl. You know what I mean? She was a big bag.
Oh shit! You just made me think of a story that happened.
You know what I'm saying? But
he slapped the shit out of that big girl. She flew.
You know,
he got expelled.
But it's just like, you know, it is something. So like I was similar to what your dad was taught. I was taught that same thing. Like everything matters, and I've actually the sad part about it is that shit kind of I'm kind of teaching that shit to my daughter right now, and I don't know if that's just fucking generational or shit, because it's like they want to label you certain shit because of your skin color. And I was like, this is some bullshit. And like, I can identify it. My wife can identify it. And she just thinks she can, like, and that's the fucked up part.
I will say that even in that, like, I had instances where black teachers they wanted to put you in a category, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm supposed to be able to trust you. Yeah. And then I was even in situations where, because I didn't act like the other black kids, they were putting me in a box. So it's weird. It's a weird navigating that, because you don't realize what is, and it's not always other races. It's even your own sometimes, and it's like
all skin folk and kinfolk.
But it's just trying to navigate it shit successfully, and even as parents, you're trying to think of what do you explain to your kids when you want them to believe that everything is a fair playing field, and it ain't.
Like, how do you explain that to a 6-year-old?
Don't.
You can't.
But back to that story. There was this big white girl, right? And I don't even like this nigga, but I sympathize with him, right? Me and this nigga never got on. I mean, he was one of the niggas that battle that I had, it was 3 versus 1. Yeah, so I really don't like this nigga. Okay. But I sympathize with him in the situation. So this white girl was talking shit, and she got real bold. And she said some shit, so she slapped him and hauled off and slapped him in the face, and was like, she was really in her Karen. And he stood his ground with all his might.
And stop showering.
He came from here.
He cocked back,
slapped her, lifted her ass off the ground, and she landed in mud.
Damn.
They expelled his ass.
Why? He defended himself.
Because you were saying, he hit her.
He defended himself.
I completely condone that, because it was defending himself, but in that instance, he was at a disadvantage. Yeah. He was a black kid. She was white. Yeah. She's the woman. They didn't see her assault. Like that. They didn't see her assault him.
Oh no. They don't care about that part.
You hit her.
Yeah.
So, like I'm saying, when you say, "Hey, I should have," no, the fuck you shouldn't have. It might be a whole different instance.
I wouldn't hit. I don't hit women.
But I will say,
I don't condone it. Hold on.
I didn't like the nigga, but it was funny. I don't condone the violence. But
I'm sorry for cutting you off. I want to say I don't hit women, but that don't mean I don't want to. I just don't do it, because I feel like sometimes they need to get their ass slapped.
The words, Nipsey, I'll check your jaw, and I have my homegirl check your jaw. That would have been the best scenario. Rest in peace, Nips.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tell Watts now. You don't want to fuck with Watts.
But yeah. Anyway, it wasn't intentional for it to be a thing about black culture today, but it kind of felt right because of the situation that happened at work. And like I said, these questions are curated by what happens in life. So I just thought it was so funny, because it was just instinct, pure instinct. When that nigga said, "You go camping?" I said, "Nigga." And I just gave him a look, and he knew exactly what the look was, and everybody else was like, "I don't get it." It's like, that's the point.
I would have been the wrong one to ask.
I told them that.
You would say,
"Yeah."
I told him that exactly. Yeah. I said,
been in Yosemite and all that shit. Like,
I said, if it had been Kevin, you get a whole different. But there's always exceptions.
Yeah. I always say, nigga, Kevin don't count.
Why? I'm a nigga.
You are a nigga. Yeah. But I'm saying, if that question, he'd be the exception one that we'd be like, yeah, he camps.
If you guys don't know Mr. Wendell, his situation is funny, because he's a nigga hanging out with the blacks, but the blacks ain't niggas.
Well played, sir. That was Mo Button's mind working, because that was a bar. Anyway, with that being said...
Hold on. But his wife got nigga tits. I love Amanda. She's great. She's fucking funny. She's probably one of my favorite white people.
With that being...
She'll call you or text you, be like, "Oh, thanks, Mom." "Oh, thanks."
With that being said, this has been episode 183 of the Heavyweight Podcast.
Yay.
Thank you for rocking with us. Again, Des couldn't be here. Happy belated birthday.
Devo.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that. Till next time, we love you. Peace.
Peace.
Sweating. That's a wrap, y'all. That's how she wrote. So make sure you click like, subscribe. Tune in. We on all streaming platforms. So until next time, we'll holla at you.